Hi, my name is Mike Dunn, and I'm the lead tabletop editor of Gaming Trend, and this is What's in the Box. Today we're going to take a look at Wingspan, one of the latest releases from StoneMaier Games. It's a beautiful game. The first printing of it actually sold out pretty quickly, and you won't be able to actually find a copy of this in stores until probably April sometime. But we've got a copy of it, and I'm going to show you what's in the box. So let's lift this up. First of all, beautiful cover, hummingbird. This is a game for 1 to 5 players, ages 10 and up. Takes about 40 to 70 minutes, and it's designed by Elizabeth Hargrave. This is actually Elizabeth Hargrave's first game. So we take a look in the box. Now I've already played this a couple of times, so I've already punched out all of the chits and tokens and whatnot. So I'm showing you basically how the box works for storage, in addition to everything that is in it. So right here we've got this beautiful card tray. So basically all of the cards that come in the game, we've got birds. These are the birds that you collect in your aviary, which is part of the game. It's beautiful, beautiful artwork on here. Can't stress enough just how amazing looking this game is. Now, I never thought I'd get really excited about a game about constructing an aviary, but this is really fun. It really continues the tradition that StoneMaier has had so far of coming out with just really rock solid good games. So these are bonus cards. These are bonus conditions that can be met that will give you more points towards your victory conditions. But one of the really cool things about this tray is that it has this bird design on it up here and 3 indentations for cards. So during gameplay, you actually have some birds that are displayed here that you can pick from when the opportunity arises. And you can pick from these birds and add them to your aviary. Really nice, ingenious way of incorporating the storage mechanism of the game in the actual play of the game. Alright, so let me set that aside. Just to briefly talk about this, these are the rules. Really not a whole lot there. It's actually a fairly easy game to play. We're going to be posting up a review of it very soon, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But one of the things I do want to note is that this is on this really nice textured kind of linen paper. It adds this kind of level of richness that complements the kind of watercolor style of the design of the book, of the rule book, really nicely. And of course, like pretty much every StoneMaier game today, there is an Automa version. And that Automa version basically meaning a way for you to play the game by yourself effectively. You basically have a deck of cards that act as an artificial and like a kind of an AI player. So I've played Automa for Scythe. which is another StoneMaier game, and I was really impressed with it. So definitely want to give that a shot. And then we also have an appendix. This is basically just a reference guide for a lot of the bird powers and bonus cards and that sort of thing. So really handy to kind of have that separate from the rules so that you don't have to dig around. Again, all of these are on that beautiful linen paper with the beautiful, rich watercolor design. So yeah, let's take a look at some more of these components. Eggs. These are eggs. Naturally, birds lay eggs. So your birds in your aviary will lay eggs from time to time, and eggs do confer an ability or certain conditions. The color, it's a nice mix of colors, pastel colors. Honestly, as far as I could tell, the colors didn't really have any bearing on the gameplay itself. It's just a way to kind of add a little bit of variety to the gameplay, the game board. We have these. These are very familiar to me. If you've played Scythe, you've seen these containers as well. This game comes with 4 of them. And I've put the food tokens in these. Now there are 5 different kinds of food tokens. So there's one odd man out, but they also give you plenty of little plastic Ziploc bags to work with. So yeah, you can use these. These are handy to not only for storage, but for like you can put some of these in both sides and use that while you're playing the game. These are cherries, fish, rodents. Actually, let me make sure that I reference that correctly. They're all food tokens. And yes, invertebrate, seed, fish, fruit, and rodent. Now they're a little more general, when you're going to end up calling them whatever you want when you play the game, but they are a little more general because, well, I mean, not all birds eat worms, but they might eat invertebrates, that sort of thing. So, they're trying to adhere to reality somewhat when it comes to representing these birds for sure. Now, one of the coolest things about this game is that the way you actually get this food to feed to your birds comes with this dice tower. Right? So this is a bird feeder dice tower. It's made of a really thick cardboard with a nice kind of printed overlay on it. It's pretty sturdy, and what you do is you take the five food dice and you roll it in the tray. Now there are rules about how you handle the food, and you don't always. There are ways to re-roll and that sort of thing. Again, we'll get more into that more in the review, but I just think this is a really nice. I mean, it's beautiful presentation for one thing, but it's a great way that this game just kind of stands out. So there's that. Let me stack these up right here. Again, plastic bags. You've got these wooden action cubes. Got a handy dandy first player token. If you play multiple rounds, this actually comes in pretty handy. We've got a score pad. StoneMaier Games typically always come with a score pad and a way to kind of keep track of how you play. It's a really nice touch. We've got a goal board. Now there are two sides to this goal board, and this basically represents two different styles of gameplay when you do this. These are goal tiles, and these. This is something that we'll probably get into. Here are the Automa cards, the Automa deck for single player. And then finally, the game comes with these player mats. So you don't necessarily have a board, but each player has a player mat. And these player mats represent your aviary. So each one represents a different type of bird, and it comes with 5 player mats. A few other interesting things about the board. It does give you, about the game, the box does give you a guide as to how to repack the box. Again, StoneMaier is very cognizant of game storage. They want your games to be well tended, and they understand that game storage is a huge part of the experience. It's one of the things I really like about them. And then for the curious, nice list of lead playtesters and Automa, basically all the people that kind of helped make the game. Now, as I said, Wingspan is a first time design by Elizabeth Hargrave. It's a beautiful game. We're gonna have a review of it soon, and I think it's going to continue to be one of the hot tickets this year. I know that a lot of people are kind of anxiously awaiting that second printing. So I also should add that StoneMaier actually made an errata deck available for replacement cards after they caught some errors after the first printing. And basically all you have to do is pay shipping on it to get those cards. Again, just another sign of how StoneMaier really looks after its players and its customers. So this is Wingspan. Keep your eyes peeled for our review, and we might even have a few other little goodies about Wingspan coming up in the near future. So keep posted to Gaming Trend. This has been What's in the Box. Thank you so much.